So now we know where they got their weapons. How long have they been hiding here? Stay down!
Crystals everywhere.
Well, that's one mystery solved.
But there's no mother crystal.
Yet. We still have plenty of tower to explore. I know that voice. Come on. Well, look who it is.
Warning. Warning. Core defense systems engaged. Initiating sterilization lockdown.
What the hell is it talking about, Joshua?
Good things, lads. Good things. Chief!
Hey! Over here. Take your friend and get out of this place. Now! While they run away, we do the fighting.
angry. A fireball to the sofa had to be there.
Security Sentinel 503 offline. Initiating Emergency Core Relocation Protocol.
If I didn't know better, I'd say that was the heart of a Mother Crystal.
I knew that fallen thing was no match for you. Allow me to apologize for earlier. That was, ill-played. All born of a misunderstanding, though. Can we start again?
We don't need your apologies. We need answers. And you're going to give them to us.
I suppose you'll be wanting to know about the tower, then. As you've probably guessed, this isn't the first time we've been here. Fact is, my people have been coming to this place for centuries.
Have they now? To these ruins in particular?
Aye, well, they, talked to us, told us what this lot was all for.
And what is it for?
Well, believe it or not, the Fallen were actually using this place to make their own, Mother Crystal. Though, despite years of searching, all we ever found was shards.
Then, Harpocrates was right. It would seem that the Fallen did indeed acquire the god's ability to craft crystals.
I wouldn't go that far. The shards aren't exactly divine. They're not even what you'd call decent. But they're better than nothing, and nothing is what our people had before we found them. So we've been coming here ever since.
But these dust crystals have only recently appeared on the black market. What made you decide to start selling them?
The skies. Once they went dark, the crystals started growing back, till there were more than you could count. And with the mothers all cracked, anyone with anything that could muster so much as a spark had people queuing up to take their coin.
Yes. At a cost to us all. Quality apart, these crystals are no different from the ones the world has been using since the dawn of time. And it cannot continue.
No, it cannot. While this is clearly none of Ultima's doing, there can be little doubt but that it serves his cause.
Then our path is clear. So let's do what must be done.
Wait, you lot aren't thinking what I think you're thinking, are you?
Oh, I think there's a good chance we are.
But, what about the tower's defenses? That thing you just fought, it won't be the last one. And the further you climb, the worse they'll get. How about we head back to Martha's before someone gets hurt, eh?
That is sound advice, which I suggest you take before someone gets hurt.
Are you sure you don't want to think this?
I've never seen anything like that in here before. I swear.
To think the Fallen built all this. The knowledge they must have needed.
Knowledge now lost.
If this is like every other Fallen ruin,
Then there'll be a lift.
Any idea what those are?
They seem to be containers of some sort. Or perhaps...
Cages. Like some sort of twisted menagerie. But why here? How many of these things are there?
Contaminant detected. Releasing subjects Alpha to Epsilon.
Wait, they're still alive.
But this tower is more than 15 centuries old.
If they built this place to grow crystals, why imprison creatures here? That device. It glows just like the doors.
Development log entry 680925. Mitogenic reactor trial successful. 23 units of grade 3C crystal produced. Moving forward, all seeds fabricated from inorganic material are to be replaced with lab-grown organic specimens.
Organic specimens. So they were turning living creatures into crystals. Some of the creatures in these cages have been seeing Valisthea for 1,000 years.
Well, here's to 1,000 more. course they built more than one.
Though it appears this incarnation can fly.
And that makes 2.
Yes, but of how many?
That depends on how determined they were to conceal their activities. This is all too easy. If the tower is in control, why not simply disable the lift?
What are you suggesting, Joshua?
That it's hurting us. There's an entire fleet.
I wonder if any are still capable of flight.
Mid will want to see this.
Anomalous activity detected in Hangar Bay. Mobilizing Aegis units.
We're being watched. Then let's show them what we're capable of. Guess we're all ready.
Transferring Sentry Prototype AM2 to Stasis Silo West.
We'll just have to hope those crystals it's sporting are as worthless as the others.
Follow the ether, Clive.
Right. Guess we're all ready.
Link lost. Re-establishing connection.
Imagine an entire war fought with these things.
The quantity of ether required to animate them all would be unfathomable. No wonder they were trying to manufacture their own crystals.
Unable to establish connection. Raising threat index.
It seems we've made an impression.
Perhaps the rest of the cages will open now.
Don't tempt fate, Joshua.
Forgive me, brother. They may not.
Primary firewalls breached. Code orange. Crossing safety protocols. Research staff are to proceed to the nearest flight zone.
Is that living flesh?
I'm beginning to think this whole tower is alive.
emergency subroutines. Diverting reactor power.
I think it's getting ready to receive us.
Scanning facility for contaminants.
Ah, there's another one of those devices.
Development log entry 750501. Average improvement of crystal resilience 492%. When biological core exhibits high ethereal congruity. Specimens with a congruity rating of 7 or below are to be sent to B-level for military repurposing.
Waste not, want not.
The work of the Fallen.
Then they were closer to attaining godhood than we ever imagined.
No wonder Ultima struck them down. They built an army.
Tertiary firewalls breached. Code red. Code red.
The heart must be close. There. Now's our chance.
Unauthorized entry detected. Primary core firewalls activated. Initializing iconoclastic defense system Omega-1.
What the hell is an iconoclastic defense system? I've a feeling we're about to find out. And that we will not like the answer.
Core containment complete. Authorizing environmental sterilization protocol.
Well, at least we know where it is this time.
Quite. And if we want it...
If we want it, all we have to do is kill an icon.
Safety routines disabled. Weapons armed. Stand clear.
Too slow. Is it over? Please tell me it's over.
Data assessment complete. Recalculating threat level. Weapon routines authorized. Rerouting core power to Omega-1.
Not yet. And what makes you say that?
Those new arms, for one.
All right.
Seems like it still has some fire left in it.
broadcast mode. Commencing inertial compression.
Why can't I?
Breathe? Because it's constricting all of creation.
Well then. We'd better kill it quick.
Guys, we're running out of room.
Just keep fighting.
Omega Control Unit. Offline. Initiating emergency core extraction.
Would you care to do the honors, Clive?
Gladly. For what? I thought I told you to leave this place.
What must you ruin us all? I cannot let you do that. We need these crystals. They're all we have.
And just who is this we?
We are of an ancient tribe, one of the first to lose its lands to the Blight. For countless years, we were forced to roam the Twins. A nation without a Mother Crystal, a people without a blessing. So we found our own. The Dust Crystals provide us a means to survive.
Yes, but at what cost? Like all crystals, these shards channel ether. And where do you think that ether comes from? It's sucked from the land, as a leech sucks blood from a beast.
And what? You just expect us to believe that?
No, but that doesn't make what we've told you any less true. If this heart is anything like the others, it will bleed the twins of their life force, till naught remains, naught but death.
The proof is all around. What do you think robbed your people of their home in the first place? We are trying to stop that from happening again. And this is the only way.
Fuck me. You're Sid.
You saw what happened after the Empire lost Drake's head. What do you suppose they will do when they find out, as they surely will, that there is another heart hidden right here under their noses? Your people's need will count for naught.
Damn it. It doesn't look like we have much of a choice.
But you said you didn't believe him, Chief.
I don't. But the man does have a point. There's no keeping this place a secret now. And hanging on to these crystals will only get our people killed. Have it your way then. Just promise me you'll leave my people out of it.
Stand back. It's about to get hot in here.
Search detected. Warning. System overload. System overload. Error. Core not found. System failure imminent. System failure.
I hope we did the right thing.
We all saw the crystal's fate, but what of the cages? We barely even explored half of the chambers.
Without the heart to sustain them, I doubt those still slumbering in the tower will stir now, if ever.
I hope you're right. The last thing the world needs is one of those six-legged pests running around wreaking havoc. We have more than enough two-legged pests to deal with as it is. However blameless they may claim to be.
What? Oh, two-legged. Right. Sorry. I was just wondering what I'm going to tell the village elders when we get back. I suppose I'll just beg them for forgiveness, and when that doesn't work, give them the slip and lie low for a year or two.
You're planning to run away? Again?
What? It's got us this far, hasn't it? I mean, we may have had a bit of help, like.
Kind of you to remember. Will you and your people be all right?
Oh, we've made do without before. I reckon we'll survive. And if what you said is true, it's not like the rest of the realm's going to have it much easier. Besides, one man's ordeal is another man's opportunity, as the old saying goes.
I don't recall ever hearing that one, but fine.
Now,
We do? Thanks.
I said...
Back to the hideaway, then.
I was thinking we might first...
Back to the hut.
Trouble with your gear, or... What do you want? Not bad, if I do say so myself. Not my best work, but it'll do. Yeah, that should do you. You can thank me later. Not my best work, but it'll do.
And?
Back, are ya?
It's, a long story.
Bloody hell. Remind me never to go poking round in any fallen ruins.
Not untruly. The study of our fallen forebears is endlessly rewarding.
They came as something of a surprise.
You can say that again. We had no idea.
We only knew the old stories. And I'd hazard the thing we found in that tower was conceived.
Omega. The offspring of the Fallen's boundless knowledge and unchecked ambition. A dangerous combination for all concerned.
And Ultima crushed them. It was he whose secrets the Fallen coveted, let's not forget. He whom they strove to just as we strive to dethrone him now. Without their knowledge.
Clive.
This power I've been given may exceed even theirs, but if I use it, as they did...
Come now, brother. I think the events of recent days have made it abundantly clear. As well you...
You're right, they made crystals.
In crafting their artificial art, the Fallens...
No. We don't want to be gods.
Well said. if one does not learn, and so I mean to write down every that those who come after might learn from our travails and back.
Clive. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Leviathan the Lost. But why now? After all this time.
Why, what now?
Oh, I'm not sure you'd believe me if I told you.
After all we've been through. I doubt there's anything that could surprise me at this point.
All right then. Rouse Joshua and meet me in the mess. We'll talk there. I see we're all here.
So, what is it this time?
I'm not sure yet. The letter delivered to my chambers omitted a few crucial details.
Do we know its provenance?
That was one of the details it omitted. But whoever the sender was, it seems the Dame held them in high enough regard to point them in our direction.
The Dame? Well, she's not one to waste our time. It must be important.
Important might be an understatement. If the letter is to be believed, Leviathan's dominant is in danger. And someone wants us to save him.
Leviathan?
So the Warden of Water has finally returned. What has it been? 100 years?
More. The Lost moniker dates back at least that long. Even our venerable lawsman would not have been so much as a glint in his father's eye when last the mighty serpent brought his crashing waves to bear upon the realm.
But why the gap? I know it can be a few years before a new dominant's born. But over a century?
Should the dominant of Water's bloodline have been severed somehow, it could have prevented a new dominant from awakening.
But if one has awakened now, he couldn't have chosen a worse time. Every nation in the realm has lost its dominant. If word gets out that there is still one to be had, they will stop at nothing to claim it for their own.
And the twins will be at war again, just when humanity most needs to come together. Did the letter say anything else?
Only that if I wish to know more, we must meet in person. And that the Veil can arrange a meeting.
If nothing else, you can be certain it ain't a trap.
Famous last words. I'm coming with you.
As am I.
Thank you. Both of you. And Otto?
Yeah. I'll keep an eye on things here. Didn't fancy coming anyway.
Thank you. I shall leave the Invincible in your capable hands.
There's something about it.
To the Veil it is, then.
Looks like you've got a thirst.
But enough talk. How
Fancy a peek behind the veil, my lord?
I'm looking for a Layla.
So, will your friends...
We're not here for your services.
What you do with your time is up to you. The price is still the same.
We're here about...
Oh, sorry. I suppose you'll be wanting to know who
Among other things.
Look, there's only so much...
Specifically?
A location. North of town, on the shore of Isle of Feist. There you'll find a tent, and the woman...
And that's all?
Actually, one thing. There's more than flowers in the meadows these days. So keep that sword of yours to hand.
Does anyone else think it's strange that this woman should prefer to keep to the outskirts of town?
Not if she realizes the value of the information she's party to.
And the danger it puts her in.
I haven't seen any of those beastly blue-eyed fiends. Do be careful.
Carla, the Dane.
The tent is where Layla said it would be.
Yes, but who awaits us inside?
Yes. The boat. No prizes for guessing who that belongs to. The embers are still warm.
So you're Sid.
I suppose I must be. Which means you have me at a disadvantage.
Apologies. I am Shula, tributary of Mysidia, final haven of the Moats of Water.
The Moats of Water.
The very tribe into which it was believed Leviathan's dominant was born. A people notable for their sapphire eyes and ivory hair. Yes, that would be impossible, since the tribe famously...
Vanished. Was exterminated. Despite the best efforts of both church and state, we are still very much alive. Though we've managed to keep that fact hidden from good Krieger's faithful for over a century.
Along with Leviathan's dominant.
That wave out there. What do you know of it?
The Surge. Only that it's been there a long time.
Since the fall of Drake's Eye almost a century ago. Some claim the two are connected, but none can speak with any certainty.
So in other words, you know nothing. Not that I'll hold it against you. The wave was raised by Leviathan in an act of rage. Moments before the waters were stayed, and the icon and its dominant bound within.
And you want us to?
Rescue him. Yes. You see, A little bird told me about a certain outlaw with a singular knack for putting unruly dominants in their place. And ours is about as unruly as they get. For years, we've searched for someone who could hold their own against an icon. Someone just like you. So what do you say? Will you help us?
What exactly did your dominant do?
What did he do? He committed the greatest crime one of his kind can. He was born. But he deserves a better fate than the one my people forced upon him. He deserves to be free.
As do we all. Very well. Far-fetched though your tale may seem, something tells me you speak in earnest. So we will do what we can for your dominant. But first, you will tell us everything you know about him and the means of his imprisonment.
I can do better than that. I can show you. Care to take a trip across the bay? My people await you there.
Lead the way.
All right, you might want to hold on to something. We're coming up on the wall, and passing through can take a bit of getting used to.
I don't see any wall.
Of course you don't. That's the point. It's a glamour woven by our ancestors to keep our village hidden from prying eyes. But don't take my word for it. Watch.
Oh, that was worse than a slug of Bacchus wine.
Clive, the sky.
It's blue, but how is that possible?
You do know what a glamour is, don't you? Ours just happens to work both ways, and a good thing too. I wouldn't fancy staring at those sickly clouds every day. And that concludes our little voyage. We're here. It's a long slog to the village, and a hard one. I hope you're up for a climb.
Finally.
What? You didn't think we'd arrived, did you? The village isn't up here. It's on the other side of the mountain.
Of course it is.
Watch yourself, Sid. This path can be treacherous. If not for the sheer drop, then for the beasts who prowl it.
Thank you for the warning. And please, call me Clive. Sid is an alias.
You will be pleased to learn, Lady Shula, that I have no such aliases.
Is that so, Lord Margrace?
It's all the same to me. I was wondering when they'd pick up our scent.
Stand back. We'll handle this.
Oh, will you now? Shall I keep my axe and spells to myself, then?
Earlier you mentioned spells, yet I see you carry no crystals.
Since when did a bearer ever need crystals?
But then, where is your brand?
Waiting for me in Sunbreck, if I ever get careless.
Then it's in for a long wait.
We're almost at the summit. From there, you'll have a better view of our home. Few have ever set eyes on what I'm about to show you. Just so you know.
This is not what I expected.
Welcome, my friends, to Mysidia.
It's been a long time since I saw the North looking so
alive.
I'm sure you have plenty of questions, but it's been a long journey, and I expect we could all do with a rest. Our humble village is only a short way from here, if you'd care to accompany me. Let's get ourselves in front of a fire, and I'll tell you everything you need to know.
It's beautiful, Shula.
And we aim to keep it that way.
Are those stones glowing?
That's one of the cairns which maintain the glamour. Steer well clear.
If the surge was an act of rage...
One wonders what prompted it.
Could we not have spared ourselves the mountain crossing by landing further north?
In clear view of the bay?
On evening tides.
Does morning's light return?
Open the gates! The tributary is home!
Outsiders? Well, I never.
Look at the size of that dog.
All right now, back to your duties. You'll have to forgive my people their curiosity. We don't get many visitors. Or any, truth be told.
We are honored to be...
This is quite
So do you believe me now?
You've made it difficult not to, Mele. But how did your people chance to settle here, in the north? Unless I am much mistaken, the moats of water long called the coast until Drake's Horn fell and the Blight forced them ever inland.
We met our doom. That building over there is the Witten Hall. It's where my people gather to discuss matters of import. We can speak more inside, once the place is ready to receive you. It shouldn't take long, but you're welcome to explore the village while I see to things.
Thank you.
With them, then.
Don't look like much of this.
Look! That one's got a black cape. Do you think he's the leader?
Intruders! We must flee!
It's all right. They're the tributary's guests.
After what their kind did to us. It's wrong.
Oh, do you think he begs?
So what do you think of our little haven in the woods? It might not have all the comforts of a southern settlement, but at least it's ours.
And there's a lot to be said for that. It can't have been easy keeping this place a secret.
Not easy, no. We've dedicated our lives to maintaining the glamour that conceals us. Us and Walias.
This man, Walias.
That's right. Though he's no man, Walias is still a baby.
A baby?
Forgive me, but you said that the Dominant and his icon were bound. That would surely make him...
It would, if he'd been allowed to age. But the spell robbed the poor bairn of even that.
I'm sorry?
Wallius was the son of my great-grandfather. Leviathan awoke within him almost immediately. But instead of allowing the lad to live out his life as a valued member of the community, my ancestors sought to put his power to other uses. Sadly for them, the Icon sensed their treachery and summoned a wave so large it would have swallowed the entire village if my ancestors hadn't stopped him.
Then it is not the surge that binds the child, but time itself.
Yes.
Forgive me.
I'm not surprised. Which is why it might be better if I'd show you exactly what he has to endure.
That is why we came.
Then let us be off. There's a road that leads north from the village.
Are you bound for the Wave, tributary?
We are, Delina. Have you spread the word about our guests?
I have. Everyone knows to treat them as family.
You shouldn't have any trouble now, but just in case, I would have you accept it.
That's very kind.
The feeling's mutual.
Should the tributary be indisposed, feel free to ask me any questions you might have regarding the village, and I'll do...
Thank you.
Then I bid you good tide.
Our storehouse lies across the bridge. If you're short of supplies, you may find what you need there. Though we will have to ask you for recompense, poor as we are.
You are Sid, aren't you? The man the tributary told us about? I wonder if you could help me.
With what exactly?
Oh, nothing too troublesome. Do you know my husband, Pavat? He's the village smith, among other things. Anyway, his name day's not far. He's a craftsman, you see, and he's been fretting about running low on the flowers he uses for dye make. Perhaps, but it can't. Please, I know it sounds daft, but
Fine. Which flowers does...
The sweet little blue ones that grow around the fountain. We use them to dye our fabrics so we always feel close. You don't need to go to the trouble of picking them yourself, though. Just speak to the field hands and ask them to...
2 bars...
I'm not arguing. The child must...
Excuse me. Pavart's wife tasked me with collecting some.
Ah. Word wants you to bless her better half with the fruit. Go on, then. Give the old fool something to squirm about.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't worry. An old fool Pavart may be.
Ah.
Thank you.
Well, I have...
It is. They really are...
Aren't they just? Though legend has it that when our people fled and as they wandered high and low across the Twins, it... So when we finally put...
Well, that's 2 basketfuls. Time to visit Pavart.
What do you want?
Your wife asked me to...
Come out!
I'm sorry. It's just my husband can be a bit standoffish at times, and I thought this might be a good way for the two of you to get... What with you being a swordsman like and him being the...
The only reason he couldn't turn to me for help... I'm pretty much done with him now, though. But, for the record, the tributary said that we were to lend you outsiders our aid, and that's exactly what I was planning to do. Still, here we are.
All right.
All right, then.
You use them for...
Aye. Crush the petals and it makes a fine and lasting blue. We use it to stain the cloth for our tunics and pennons. To remind us where we come from.
As modes of water.
That's right. The Ceaseless Rill, it's called. It symbolises the river of our tribe. With the strength of... And no matter how that river has ebbed and flowed... I should get back to work. If you need something crafting, let me know.
I will.
What is it you want? A good tide to you.
Oh, I'll have her hide. Oh, sorry. If you're after something from the store, she will...
I understand.
Saying that, she might...
Ah, right.
She's got her hands full with the inventory, you see. It should have been my daughter's job, really. The heavens only...
If you'd like me to keep an eye...
Oh, no. Could I?
Of course not. She won't have gone far.
I hope not. But I've scoured the entire village for her and come up empty-handed. Aye, that she is. Can't get her to sit still. Especially once she heard you lot were on your way. Outside. No, if she wanted to watch you arrive, she'd have made for the low gate where you first came in. The guard there might...
All right.
Hear me, mine ancestors.
Excuse me.
Little Ruka. She went out through the gate.
Out of the village?
Aye. There's a path off to the left which leads down to the river. That's where she'll be.
Oh, well. This must be the path.
They're not here either. It's you!
You must be Ruka.
You know my name? Can you lot read mine?
Your father asked me to keep an eye on you. Left without telling him where you were.
But I went to look for you.
Well, now you found me.
All right, and on the way home, you can tell me all about the world beyond the wall.
Everything might be a stretch.
Thank you for bringing her home. And sorry for the trouble.
Oh, no. It was a pleasure.
Daddy, did you know that there are villages 10 times cities, they call them? And in these cities...
Oh, you can tell me all about the outside world leaders. Thanks for putting up with her question. One of the big ones being, what are the people beyond?
Are we the only ones she's ever met?
That you are. A few of us might make the occasional trip to shore for supplies, but for the most part, we make do with what we've got. Including what the old Northerners...
Yes. He built on top of the old ruins, did...
Well, they make for fine foundations. Their masons clearly knew what... That's one thing we don't have to worry about. Medicines, metals for tool making, anything like that. We have to dress up.
Which explains why you need Gil.
Aye. And now Ruka's back, my wife. So please, do make good use of our stores.
I'll be sure to keep my purse strings.
Thanks for bringing me daughter back. I don't grunt anyway. This is all we have. May it serve you well. Well, if you're sure you need it. Here you are.
What do you think the tributary season was outside?
How long do you think this bridge has been flooded?
Suddenly, there were curls everywhere, look.
Did you hear that, girl?
There's a pair of ships just up ahead.
Ships? But are we not still leagues from the shore?
The quickest route to the surge is due east, past the second galley.
Shula, how did these ships come to be here?
What do you imagine happens when an icon of water gets angry?
Really, brother, did you have to ask?
Tonberries. Foul creatures consumed by their hatred for everyone and everything.
Everything save sharp knives, it seems.
I can smell the sea. It's not far now.
How will we reach the surge?
We'll follow the coastline north. There's a bridge that'll take us across to the cape.
Might I inquire about the Ray of Light?
It's what prevents the surge from being reclaimed by the sea. And Dwalius by his people.
You said before that the child is bound within the surge. But you've yet to tell us how we're meant to reach him. I trust we won't have to hold our breath.
No. The surge wraps around the cape without engulfing it. If we continue to its tip, there is a path down to the seabed. And the wave's origin.
All right. It won't be the first dominant we've met at the bottom of the ocean.
It's not much further now.
The path seems well kept. Do you and the villagers often come this way?
Only me. Once every new moon without fail. It is my duty both as village elder and Walyus's descendant.
But surely no one blames you for what happened. Why should you bear the responsibility alone?
You misunderstand. I do it because I want to show him that he isn't alone, and that there are still some of us who would see an end to his suffering. Suffering you will soon witness with your own eyes. The forest grows quickly here. Left unattended, the path would be reclaimed in a matter of moons.
Does the light point the way to the child?
It does indeed.
Look at all the droplets of water suspended in midair.
Where they have remained untouched by time for 80 summers.
It's not right.
No. It's not.
There. Up ahead. Down in the center. Follow me.
He's still primed.
I'll never forget my first priming. The fear. And I was old enough to understand what was happening. One can only imagine how this poor child felt.
He is the victim of an unforgivable sin. Committed by people who saw him as nothing but a means to an end. He must be so frightened.
Then I'll ease his burden.
You don't mean?
I'm not going to hurt him. Contrary to the tales, I don't go around killing dominants for no reason. What if I told you there was a way to remove Wallis's icon?
I tell you, you were a madman.
It's hard to believe, I know. But it can be done. Though, it isn't without its risks. Part of the icon remains no matter what.
So, it might still come to violence.
I don't know. It depends on the dominant. I've seen things end well, and I've seen things spiral out of control. But I do know one thing. If we turn our backs on this child, there will be no end to his suffering. And I think that a worse fate than the alternative. Don't you?
Very well. Do what you must. And whatever happens, I will own the consequences.
Don't be afraid, little one. Let me bear the weight. I think so. I can feel the icon inside me. But something's wrong. He wasn't just afraid. He was angry. All right. Let's see what you've given me.
Leviathan!
No, just a legend. But a formidable adversary nonetheless.
Friends.
It's over.
Is everyone all right?
He seems calmer now.
You said Walius was frozen in time. But he knew we were here. How?
I don't know. He's never reacted to anything or anyone. And
the child has been bound for nigh on a century. If he has been conscious from the first, we must remove the seal.
It's not that. I wish it were. There's more to this tale.
I see.
I'm sorry, Walia. So, part of Leviathan is...
No.
Good. If you want to know the rest, we should head to the
Of course.
Look, Dad! The tree's back. Do you think the same?
Bastard things.
I will have to charge you. Here you are. Well, if you're showing you need it.
Reckon my steel's just as good as any. There. A good tide to you.
No sign of the child.
To understand the spell which binds Walius, you must first know who we are, and what drove my forebears to commit such an atrocity. This tapestry is our story, the one that brought us here. After generations of wandering, my people sought refuge in northeastern Storm, some 170 years ago. But in exchange for our safety, the Gregorian Church demanded we renounce our faith and branded us heretics when we could not.
To be exterminated, as a lesson to others.
And so was it chronicled in the imperial histories, for anything less would have made the Church seem weak. Yet a handful survived. The few who did fled north and west, and in doing so discovered two things that would forever shape our fates. The first was an old legend, revealing how to make your very own mother crystal.
I've heard that one before.
Yes, yet it gave them new hope, however false. Our ancestors convinced themselves that they could recreate the divine if they could only find a strong enough heart. A living being capable of channeling torrents of ether. And the heavens provided.
A dominant Walius.
They'd stumbled across a nostrum in an ancient ruin, which they believed could provoke a sudden outpouring of a creature's ether. They meant to enrage his icon. Leviathan would have destroyed everything, had our people not made their second important discovery. A means to stop time itself.
Where did they find that? The Northerners had no such magics, or they would have used them.
When our ancestors first arrived, the land was uninhabited, save for an old witch who lived on the highest peak. Her body had been consumed by the curse, a cruel payment for her long years of service to the Northern Thanes. So desperate were they to prevent the fall of Drake's Eye, They'd forced her to devise a spell to stop time.
But Drake's eye did fall.
It did. When she finally perfected the necessary magics, it was already too late. As punishment for her failure, the Thanes exiled her to this forsaken place to live out the few days she had left. Knowing her suffering, our ancestors cared for her as best they could, and in return, she gifted them her spell. That even though she should die, her legacy might live on. So armed with both the knowledge of the ancients and the secrets of time, our ancestors settled upon an ambitious plan. They would create a new Mother Crystal and enchant it that it might endure for all eternity. Thus would our people's wandering, our suffering, finally end, and prosperity visit us once more. And all it would require was the sacrifice of a single child. A small price to pay, or so they believed.
Another victim of man's blind reliance on the Mother Crystal. So we know the seal source. How do we break it and restore...
Do you recall the Dome of Light inside lie the ruins of an old temple? It was there that the witch built the Ver, but it's been a long time since any... And now, there are others who...
Then we shall go prepared. That said, it may be best if one of us stay.
You think the village could...
We saw the ether flow from Wallius in all directions, but only encountered a single familiar. There will be more. And should even one make its way here, I doubt the walls could hold it back.
Then I shall stay. The Phoenix will see...
You have my
Very well. I fear time may no longer be a luxury we can afford.
The Ver is not easy to find. We must first head north, and then west, deeper into the forest.
Hail, stranger. Are you a rider?
I am.
Oh, and not just any stables. Something tells me you've never been one to ride half. If I had a guess, I'd say your bird eats only the...
Nothing but the best for my Ambrosia.
Ambrosia, eh?
Well, she's...
You're joking.
I have, yes.
This I've got to see.
I would if I could, but I doubt.
Me dad's got a boat. It'd be perfect timing.
He would. Well, all right then.
He'll be in the storehouse on the other side of...
Bastard things.
You one of the...
I am.
I am.
She's asked to see my chocobo, but I need your help and...
Or you could just say no.
Well, truth be told, I didn't take the idea seriously at first.
Well, if you're sure that's what you want. Still, they don't take the water easily. I'll need you to bring us a mimic goat or two to keep a cut.
And...
Oh, don't ask me. It's been years since I last brought a chocobo across the bay.
Well, the man who made Ambrosia's tack lived in Martha's Rest, and... If I remember... So I suppose I'll go...
I'll be sailing over to Northreach soon to pick up some supplies. While I do...
few rooms going spare now. You want a bed for the night? You speak to Martha.
I remember you.
She's very well.
Oh, don't thank me. You're the... Anyway.
I was hoping to purchase, and I thought you might...
Oh, reckon I could do better than that. Just so happen.
Really?
Aye, you'd be doing me a favour taking a few... But just be on the lookout for wild birds.
I will.
Oh, you're very welcome. And in times like these, friends have got to stick.
We certainly do. Northreach, then. Wouldn't want to keep... And his father waiting.
And how might I help the garrison today?
Those things didn't fight like men.
Good girl.
Ah, there you are. And this must be Ambrosia, was it? Oh, she's a real beauty, isn't she?
I have the mimic or two. Here.
Thank you kindly. Soon as she's gobbled this up, we'll set sail.
We're going to take a little trip across the bay. Well, we made it.
You didn't. She is as white as snow.
Brave, too. She was calm as you like on the journey over. The mimic gourd will have played its part, of course, but passing through the walls enough to spook most birds even then.
Ambrosia's been through a lot.
Not with her beloved master.
No.
Anyway, thanks for bringing her here. I hope I can breed a bird like her.
And if you and Ambrosia need ferrying back to Northreach, you...
Thank you. But I think we might...
I should have let him go alone. Ty, take me. You! Shula said you were a force to be reckoned with. Hey? Oh, I'm worried about a friend of mine. He went... Would you help me
I can try.
Of course. You know about the glamour our ancestors cast to keep this place...
Shula told us.
Right. So you know the cairns we use to maintain this... If it weren't for the likes of us, it would...
So your friend went into the forest?
Aye, that's right. He said he was going down to Father's Fell. There are 2 cairns out that way, one by the banks of the...
All right. How will I...
His name's Nassef. If you could track him down and see that he's come to no harm, I'd be much obliged. I'll search the...
Very well. One cairn by the ships, another by the river. Better get moving.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Before, we turned east at the shipwrecks to reach the coast. Now we must head in the opposite direction.
Left it is, then.
Be safe.
Well, here's the cat. But no sign of Nassef. To the riverbank, then.
Run like the wind.
Who have we here? I'm looking for a man.
Aye, I know him. Takes care of the cans. What do you want with the lad, anyway?
Apparently he ventured out to work on one of... You're a hunter, yes?
There's a bridge further down the path. Blasted thing got washed away a few moons back. But if I remember rightly...
Maybe...
Don't mention it. I'll keep an eye out, too.
Let's hope so. This must be the bridge the hunter was talking about.
Stay away, damn you!
Hold on!
Oh, thank you.
I'm the tributary's guest.
I am?
Your friend Katav asked me to look...
I was so focused on attuning the cairn, I didn't see those creatures coming till it was too late.
How exactly do they work?
Oh, there are crystals inside. They're what keeps the glamour... Should the ether cease to flow through too many of them, our shroud would quickly unravel. It's my job to make sure that doesn't happen.
And an important job it is.
Yeah, the truth is, me and Katav usually work together, watching each other's backs like... But when we heard outsiders were coming, we split up to get the job.
So you found him?
Not before the local fauna did. My arrival seemed to put them off their dinner.
Mustn't have been hungry after all. Expect you'll be wanting someone to escort you back to the village then, Nassef.